All right, guys, tossing a coin to The Witcher. Here we
already
are,
threw it in.
season 1.
It's going to be here for 3 weeks now. You're welcome.
It is a Netflix original series
Came
starring
out
Henry Cavill.
December 2019,
Okay,
on my birthday.
happy birthday! It was a great gift.
It was a great gift.
Video done. It was great.
We're
Yeah.
done. All right, layman's review. And I love this series.
Obviously,
This
first
is-
thing you put in this set.
Very first thing. This is my favorite game of all time. I am very versed in the world of The Witcher, and I was looking forward to this show probably more than almost any other show I've watched.
Yeah, I remember you getting excited about it, and thinking about how that was the first thing I said. You can see that in our Invincible video,
That's right. Yep,
which
it was
is
right
very
there.
bare.
Yeah,
But
was
it's
bare.
come a long way, and it has stayed. So near and dear to his heart, growing in mine.
The story follows the main character Geralt, and he is brought to life by Henry Cavill, who did a
Expertly.
fantastic job as Geralt.
I think so. And not knowing any of the game or the book or nothing, I think he did well.
Henry Cavill actually was like positioning himself to play Geralt for a long time. And in preparation to do the show, he played The Witcher 3 several times. He read the books. He was the definition of how you prepare for a role. And
Yep.
it was evident even in Ryan, he didn't play the games, he didn't read the books, and he could see just how invested he was in the character, how much he believed
Like I
he was
believed,
Geralt.
yeah,
of Rivia.
right, exactly. I believed it was him. Like I love when actors or actresses get so involved that they become characters. Some to a fault.
Yeah.
You see that become a problem. But
Fantastic
I think Henry
job.
Cavill, fantastic, and I think the other actors and actresses and actors in there, I think they did well. Geralt's a monster hunter. Monsters are apparent in every episode. Cool ones.
Almost every episode.
Almost.
yeah.
You see, or they mention of ones that he did. But near the end, the monsters fall out because there's a lot more going on. They're trying to get everything wrapped up.
The world building.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think they did that well. It's 3 storylines. One fault that we can give this show is the timelines. And I think you follow suit with that.
It was way too convoluted.
Yeah, it was all over the place. No depiction, like nothing to help us.
When they
Get
jumped from
bad-
Geralt to Yennefer to Ciri, there was nothing that showed you or allowed you to follow along with the train of thought of the writers.
Right, and you could have figured they were all in the same timeline.
Speaking about the characters of the show, which one was your favorite?
Oh, I like the Bard.
Yeah, I mean,
What is his name?
the comic Dandelion.
See, he told me his name was Dandelion in the show. He
In the
definitely called him something else.
Yeah, in the show,
And it
in
escapes
the
me now. He'll add it in up top, obviously, like when we forget things.
We got some dumbass motherfuckers floating around this country.
I
He
feel
gave
you on
that comic relief.
Yep.
He gave Geralt doesn't smile, doesn't have feelings, doesn't care about anybody. But
Fuck.
Fuck. Yeah. Fuck off, bud. Doesn't rhyme. All good predictions rhyme. Oh, fuck. Fuck. Fuck.
That's how he answers. That was a whole conversation. But you did see, and even on that, Henry Cavill in playing Geralt, he was that dark, brooding character that he was meant to be. But they wrote it in
He
as
still
or
told hella jokes, though.
he did, and he also cared about the Bard. He
Oh, a
cared
lot.
about him.
He did, a lot.
With the gin,
When the djinn possessed his throat.
he literally was doing anything to basically get it to him.
Yeah.
Now you see him; he's definitely mean to him.
Yeah.
Later on, and
especially
I felt
with the
bad
episode
that
with the dragons.
as Geralt's best friend, and
Mm-hmm.
you know, I've been friends for a while, and you can't even imagine saying "Wow, Geralt, the one man that stuck through with
Yeah.
you," and you just told him off
He was
because
also
of a woman.
responsible for Geralt's, the lore of Geralt. The
everybody
White Wolf.
loved him instead
It's
of
because
"Oh,
of
you're a disgusting Witcher."
Dandelion. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Now there were songs, that toss a coin to your Witcher.
So the best character to me
Yeah,
obviously,
yep.
was Geralt.
Obviously.
Henry Cavill, 10 out of 10. I don't know how someone can play a character better than he did Geralt. I mean, he did such a good job that when the PS5 release for The Witcher 3 comes out, there's going to be a mod that will change Geralt to resemble Henry Cavill.
which is a chiseled god.
That's pretty good. What about the monsters? What was your favorite monster?
I'm gonna out of that. I really paid attention to these, and the Strega
The storyline with the Striga was really good.
That was great.
I think it was Game of Thrones.
That was
kind
kind
of brothers fucking sisters.
Yeah, it was. It was an incestual event.
Yeah.
And it happened, but
the Striga when he killed him.
Yep, and that's what it was. The Striga was vicious, and it was just hungry, and it was so neat because they referenced how he knew it was one was how picky of an eater it was.
Yeah, because it only ate the heart and the liver.
Yep, and it was just like that was it. So he knew what it was. He had to find out the whole what the curse was behind it.
He's gonna love the game if he plays The Witcher 3. He's gonna love it.
And I will. I do want to try it. I'm not a big console gamer. Or a gamer at that.
Gamer in general. If it's not World of Warcraft.
Correct.
Yeah.
But I think that was cool, and he fixed the problem.
I think the Djinn was my favorite monster. I love the.
Do you consider it a monster?
The Djinn?
Yeah,
of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
You didn't see much of him or any.
No, it was the storyline that revolved around him.
Yeah.
And how powerful it was. Literally, he could have given you anything.
3 wishes.
And you could be immortal. He said
women,
when
money.
when Yennefer tried to get it to possess her so that she could gain the ability to have children again, because that was what she gave up. In order to be as powerful as she became for those decades and decades, she had to give up the ability to have children. And that was what she wanted to use the Djinn for.
Because even Geralt tried to reference to her why having a kid wouldn't work for her. Mm-hmm. And, she tried to get the dragon heart.
He was mean to her. He was mean in that same Dragon episode to Yennefer and to Dandelion.
I think he was just having a bad day. Man was just confused. He doesn't feel, but he loves Yennefer.
He does feel.
He does secretly.
Feel. Yeah.
And
the Geralt, the Djinn, I think was, and the dragons. I loved the episodes with the dragons.
I didn't.
Yeah, he didn't like the fact that they talked, but
and not even mouth moving talk. Man, you were just.
Well, that gold dragon, he could tell the future, the past. What makes you think he can't talk without moving his lips? That's where you draw the line. Yeah.
I love fantasy and stuff, and here we are. I don't know. It just
He's like,
caught me
that's
off
not
guard.
realistic enough.
You saw the one green dragon; it looked like a regular dragon that was dead.
It was dead, yeah.
And then you have a walking on 2 legs gold dragon having full intellectual conversations with everybody, and then looking to save the dragon because you need to protect your species.
So, with that being said, we're going to move into the layman's review. So, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So, on 3,
we're going to show you first.
Let me see. Okay.
And then we'll
reveal
to each other.
So 1, 2, 3. Okay. A. Okay.
Comfortable with that?
Let me tell you.
Comfortable with that?
I was this close to giving it a B. And I'll tell you why.
I wouldn't have accepted that.
Because I think the way they told the story was so convoluted, and there was such an easy answer to fix the problem with being timestamps when they changed storylines. I was really frustrated with the storytelling, especially when people watch the show who are not really keen on what The Witcher is and what that would do to their entertainment level and their ability to continue watching the series moving forward. Because
minimum watching it twice, I think, because of that.
Yeah, but if you had to watch the show 2 times in order to understand what the hell's going on, maybe you could have told the story a little bit better. So I was this close to giving it a B. But I give it an A.
We wanted to watch it a second time,
which is why.
So it was that good to give you a second time.
We'll go with the A. Okay. So
I think that's good.
That was the first live action show we reviewed on the show too. So
I think so, and I was comfortable with it. Good transition.
Yeah,
kind of. It covers that whole field of, video games and fantasy. And, it just did a little bit better. Why wouldn't you do it live action if you have Henry Cavill waiting in the back?
And he was lobbying to play Geralt for so long.
Right.
So, guys, that was the review of The Witcher Season 1 on Netflix. Let us know what you thought in the comments below. Let us know what you thought about the show.
If we got something wrong about it, if we missed something that would have bumped it up or down.
What's your score? Where would you put it on the tier list? S, A, B, C, or D? If you put it in D, you can keep the comment to yourself.
Yeah, I don't really care.
Yeah.
if we get a D on the show, it'll only be because I begged it and it was a show that we were just fanboys.
We just have to fill it one time.
Where we do. I think
put one thing
we're going to have to give everybody a basis of what we consider a D.
Yeah.